I am Groot. My name's Johnny. Welcome to another Marvel Character Talk. Today we're going to take a look through the original 1960 Silver Age Marvel Tales to Astonish featuring Groot, the monster from Planet X. If you like, please subscribe, hit that notification bell, like, reply, and share. This one's always an expensive book to get. This one's a 4-figure book. Might send it into CGC, hoping to get a 3.0 for it, maybe. Let's take a look at the cover. I always like these brown to reddish orange covers. Tales to Astonish, number 13, 10 center. I challenge Groot, the monster from Planet X. Look at him in here, all gray on the cover. Jack Kirby. Behold, I am Groot, the invincible. Who dares to defy me? I defy you, Groot. I shall destroy you before midnight. This guy will meet in the story. I'm grabbing a whole, like a fuel truck there. Very cool. Careful with it. See if I can get the first page open. Oh. Get the marble chipping and chunk out of it. There's November 60, so that was what? August of 1960. Eisenhower was still in the presidency back then. I challenge Groot, the monster from Planet X. There he is. There's Kirby and Ayer's signature down there in the corner. How can a human being conquer the unconquerable? I have something to say about how I think this story goes here after the end. I don't want to spoil it as we go page by page. You'll see it's not very long. Some of these were very short, and others were longer, so there wasn't quite as many different short stories. Now I got this. This guy's traveling along. We see that. And this. And he's got this guy's got a little of a browbeating wife. So she's telling him there about hardening up his muscles. There it is. Look at a very Kirby face. There's Groot. He's sucking up all kinds of tree and wood into his body, getting bigger. Feeds on wood. So we're already up to page 4. Goes to tell the sheriff. Don't believe him, but then someone comes in and also verifies it. So then they go out to meet him, firing on it. Telling him what he's going to do. He's a monarch of Planet X. I'm going to study you. He wants to take the whole village back with him. Look at his fingers end in like the tree rings. Very cool. Wants to have the trees surround the village, and then the roots form a net, and then he's going to take it all the way in outer space. His weapons are useless. That's one of the text pages there. So we're on 6. So this guy challenges him, and they think he's run off. Trees are coming up. And there she is. What are you hiding here for? Why aren't you out with the other men? Try stop that monster. You be weak and spineless to the bitter end. She's a real charmer. You'd be better off without her. And then he's working on something. And then what's he going to do? Should be ready. Arg, weak, I'm becoming weak. Cannot move. Those wounds, what's happening, Groot? But what? And then here we go. He's dead. You destroyed him just like you promised you would. How did you do it? What did you use? The deadliest enemy of wood, termites. Bred them in my laboratory, then I brought them here out, turned them loose on Groot. Well, I'll be. I never even thought of that. That's why Evans is a scientist and you're only a sheriff. Oh, darling, forgive me. I've been such a fool. I'll never complain about you again, never. Until tomorrow. And thus the end of Groot marked for me the beginning of a new and better life. Yeah, it's kind of a weak story. It's only 7 pages, and then he gets to put some termites in them, and that's it. Oh, well. And then it wouldn't be a long time before Groot would show up again in the Marvel Universe. I think there's an annual, like, 76, 77, 78 with the Hulk, with the Groot and some of the other Marvel monsters come back. And then, of course, he came back later with the Guardians of the Galaxy. This is cool. They've got a neat one here. Look at the artwork. Another Kirby Ayers picture. Abominable Snowman. And this is different than the other, though. There's another Marvel Monster book with the Abominable Snowman, so there's 2 stories like that. It's cool. I'll just go through these faster. He's searching, looking for this. All he's got is the photo. No one will tell him anything. Searching, and then look at this, the big twist here. He actually becomes the monster. Big girl. This is the secret of the snowman. And then I got a cool Steve Ditko story. This one's unusual. It's got Napoleon Bonaparte in here. It's requesting a wooden figurehead for a ship. This guy makes it, and he falls in love with this woman and then what he made. He's going to make a deal with a witch when he doesn't pay her. So he was going to become a wooden figure to join her, but instead he becomes the wooden one, and then she's human. The rest of the text story. And then we've got finish out with the Don Heck. Usually they put the Steve Ditko Stan Lee story last, but sometimes they don't. Doesn't really matter. And these are another short one. This is my least favorite of the Don Heck artwork. Always disappointed when Jack Kirby couldn't keep doing the Avengers. You had Don Heck take over, and then of course he did Iron Man. And then they did Avengers later. He worked for Marvels also in the 1970s, and I think into the 80s or more. So that's it. Look at this book, expensive book, a key. A lot of prices have come down, but not on this one, even though it's going to be a long time before we see a Groot in live action, if ever. And there he is in his big form. Maybe we'll get to the huge Groot eventually. I think he got bigger at the end of that third Guardians of the Galaxy. And a cool Marvel Monster. I'm collecting a whole bunch of these, and I'll leave a link to one of them here, and I'll be doing more in an overview. So you've got Tales to Astonish, Strange Tales, Journey into Mystery, and Tales of Suspense from 59 through 62, were the different monsters years that were Marvel. Before that, they were really Atlas, and they didn't have all that great Kirby Ayers artwork and so forth. And some of them are Ditko on the cover. And then, of course, then the Fantastic Four and Ant-Man and Thor, Hulk started, so they were switching over. 61, 62, and the Marvel Monsters era ended. And then eventually, years later, they started bringing some of them back. Until next time, more Marvel character talk. Thanks for watching.